Well, well, well. Do y'all remember this?
Yeah, confident, man. He's playing with a lot of confidence. You watch him, just the way he's reading splits. You know, he plays the game the right way. He studies. He's on top of splits awareness and relating to receivers based on their split. If the guy's outside and he's like 4 yards outside, he moves inside, and all things that a veteran player do, which Kair's not young, but again, he hasn't played for 10 years. So I just think he's playing with a ton of confidence. He's getting his hands on the ball. Great interception yesterday. So I think he's playing with a lot of confidence, playing at a high level, and of course that's good for us. We've known about Kair for a while. He's a Gator. I mean, you know, I've known about him for a while. I know his dad, and so I'm really excited for him. But again, it's picking up. We got pads coming on, and but so far it's been great.
Oh wait, this dude was balling so hard that they were interviewing him about this stuff. Do y'all remember this?
The same motto, you know, I just want to be a consistent dog, you know what I mean? Every day, come to work and be a guy that my teammates and my coaches can rely on, you know, to do his job and make plays. That's it.
Why do you think that your side of the ball has been able to get the ball out and take it away so much in these first few practices?
I really feel like it starts from the top down, you know what I mean? I feel like Coach Eberflus has done a good job of emphasizing us, like, being relentless when it comes to our effort, and also being relentless and violent when it comes to our finishes. Every play is not going to be perfect, but, you know, with our effort, with our strain, and with our style of play, you know, we're going to try to get the ball back to offense.
Shotty said earlier today that you seem like you're playing very confident. How confident are you, and how much does that help, especially at your position?
I think just my experience of, you know, being in the league and, you know, and putting the work in has allowed me to be so confident in myself and my game, you know. I just credit that to my coach as well, Coach Eberflus, Coach Andre, Coach D.A. They do a good job of just instilling, you know, confidence and telling me I'm the best in the world. So just continue to just play like that.
Kair Elam was looked at as one of the best pickups in the offseason by the Cowboys. I mean, he was one of the best pickups everybody thought. He was the best defensive back in training camp. And now the Cowboys have waived Kair Elam? Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike, of the G and of the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, don't forget at the end to please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. If you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot more things coming up this season. Now let's talk facts. Kair Elam. How did we get here with Kair Elam? Kair Elam was the best defensive back in training camp. I mean, he was all the rave. I mean, what you just heard from Brian Schottenheimer, they were singing his praises all through training camp. I mean, just think about what this article says. This article from back in July says, Schottenheimer continued to praise Elam. He got a lot of praise. A lot of praise. A lot of praise in training camp. It says the Dallas Cowboys sent a 5th round pick in this year's draft and a future 7th round pick to the Bills in exchange for Elam, with the hopes he could provide some valuable depth for a secondary that sorely needs it. Of course, he will have to stay healthy consistently to be a regular part of the rotation. Man, this dude was actually the best defensive back in training camp, and everybody was raving about him. But again, Nate Newton kind of talked about how the Cowboys tried to implement their defense the first game of the season, and Elam, all of them, they all looked totally different once everything got going. And I'm not sure about Elam in Buffalo, but again, maybe he's another one of these cornerbacks. I'm glad the Cowboys are moving on from these types of cornerbacks, these cornerbacks that people say they're man cornerbacks, and you're trying to put them in a zone system. Well, if you can't play both man and zone, well, maybe you don't need to be here. Because I got news for us. I don't think the Cowboys are letting go of Matt Eberflus next season. Love it, like it, or hate it, the Cowboys are going to allow Matt Eberflus to implement his system, and they're going to be looking for players that fit that system. And so it says over here, the Dallas Cowboys waived defensive back Kair Elam, signed running back Malik Davis from the practice squad. Says the Cowboys have made a somewhat surprising move. Dallas waived cornerback Kair Elam on Saturday, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. It says Elam was in the middle of his first season with Dallas after 4 with the Buffalo Bills, and he'd amassed 29 tackles and 1 pass deflection. So Dallas' secondary will look a little different on Sunday against the Eagles, but at least they have their quarterback. Dak Prescott popped up on the team's injury report earlier this week, and blah, blah, blah. We know about that. But this isn't really a surprise when you think about Kair Elam and what has transpired. This is really no surprise if you pay attention to what happened in the Raiders game. Kalen Carson has played extremely well in 2 games. He played well against the Arizona Cardinals. He played well against the Las Vegas Raiders. When you look over here on Cowboys Wire, Kalen Carson played 60 snaps. 60 snaps. He played 100% of the snaps. Deron Bland played 57 snaps at 95%. Reddy Stewart got 22 snaps at 37%. And Savon Revel Jr. in his debut, which I believe that his snaps are probably going to increase, he got 32% of the snaps. He got 19 snaps. That left Kair Elam with a goose egg. So I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely not surprised that after that game, Kair Elam has been waived. Look at this. It goes on to say in this article, it says Carson has eliminated Kair Elam from the equation at cornerback. His improvement in the 3 games he's played has been immense, and it lends a question what happens when Trayvon Diggs is able to come off of injured reserve. We're going to do another video about Trayvon Diggs today. But this is no surprise about Kair Elam. I'm wondering if the Cowboys will get some compensation for releasing him early, seemingly with what they gave up. But it is no surprise. It is no surprise. Kair Elam has absolutely struggled this year. Kair Elam has absolutely struggled this year. And I still wonder if he struggled because he was that bad, or did he struggle because he just couldn't play in the Matt Eberflus system. I wonder if he has to be waived. I think more will come out about this as it goes on, but this is no surprise. Kair Elam, and hey, you know what? People can get mad all they want to. Kair Elam nor Trayvon Diggs played well in this system. Again, they mentioned Trayvon Diggs. I just think it's a bad move if the Cowboys allow Trayvon Diggs to play, especially if he's got a clause in his contract that says if he gets hurt and requires surgery and they have to pay him another year because he has no more guaranteed years. I think that would be a mistake by the Cowboys. But again, I think the Cowboys are pretty happy with what they have in Carson, Bland, Reddy, Revel. And then I think Josh Butler may eventually come back during this season. So I think the Cowboys are pretty happy with their cornerback depth, especially with how Savon Revel Jr. looked in his first game. We've already did a video on that, man. And Savon Revel Jr. looked absolutely great. He looked absolutely great. So again, man, as Curtis Blow said, some of y'all are too young to even know who that is. But as Curtis Blow said, these are the breaks. It is a football business. Kair Elam just didn't play well in this system for whatever reason. I hope he goes on to another team and maybe he can help them out. And I'm pretty sure this is probably why the Cowboys waived him. There'll probably be somebody out there that'll kick the tires on Kair Elam. Maybe he can play in their system, but hey, it is what it is. Couldn't play in Dallas. Best of luck to Kair Elam. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the Cowboys cutting Kair Elam. Not really a shock to me. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys where we talk facts. Peace.